secondary is nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well-earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. We're used to be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. Let's see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Just keep slinging it. It's complete. Jumped on top of the pile.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that.
Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free and they're going to destroy your game.
Complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move, he fires. Lost, the defense is wide open. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Have to put that first down behind him. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. And it's picked off at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Leaves it with the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Creates a little room. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handling it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Makes the grab. There he goes. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Motion from the back. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Finds a man on the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Still running at the 40.
3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give.
Is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play-action fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give on the inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Freeman. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards, he gets it down to the 20. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. These fans raising the... and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Hand off from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. The Sooner offense returns to the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Thanks to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. You get the big play. Now to pay it off. First and got enough space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. Connection to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanchez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. This time on target. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They just keep firing. Right down the middle. That's caught. It's Sanchez. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Sooners will have it first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out in the flat. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll send the back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking for a deep man. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
The Sooners will hustle to the line. Third down play from the gun. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the left, bringing it back. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you'd love to see that.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.